This video will get you started working on your assignments. To get to your assignments, you will need to log in through Blackboard. In Blackboard, locate and click on the Assignments link. When you see the Assignments page come up, locate and click on the My IT Lab Course Home link. This will take you to the Launch page where you need to click Launch. Takes a few seconds, but then the Pearson website will appear. Then you need to locate and click on the Course Materials / Assignments link. Notice that there are folders over here located on the right side of the screen that have chapters that correspond to each chapter number. For example, I'm going to click on Chapter 3 to go into those assignments. Then I'm going to click on this Assignments link to actually go to the particular assignments that are located within that folder. Each of the assignments here should be done in the order in which they are presented. In order to click or to work on the assignment, you need to click on that particular assignment, and then it will actually pop up in a new window. When you begin working on your assignments, you're going to notice that the simulations have the look and feel of Windows and Excel 2013. Working through these simulations will teach you what you need to know for each of the chapters. You'll also notice at the bottom of the screen, of the simulation screen, there are questions or tasks. Now, mine are located over here on the right side, so if yours are located on the right side, that's fine as well. Mine are just because I'm using a smaller computer. Also, if you're using a Mac, it's going to show up here on the right side. But for the most part, most of them show up down here at the actual bottom. Those are all of the tasks that you must do. There may be more than one task for each question. For example, here, all of that is in dark bold is something that you currently need to do, and this will be the next step for that particular question. All right, so you need to do them step by step. Ignore the grayed out parts until you've completed the bold or the dark bold first, and then you can move on to the other. As soon as you've completed the dark bold and you go on to the next task, or the machine will actually go to the next task, you're going to see it turn dark bold, and that you've already completed will turn to a light gray. Okay. You also need to notice that down here at the very bottom we have learning aids. Okay. You're not expected to know how to complete each task, so there are 3 ways to actually learn how to complete them. And these are the ways. If you click on that button, you're going to see 3 different options. The read option will link you to an area in the e-text where you can read how to complete the task. The watch option will actually allow you to view a video where someone's demonstrating how to complete the tasks. And the practice option will tell you how to complete the task and guide you through the steps. You will actually complete the steps as it guides you through it, and then it will take you back to this screen where you can actually complete the steps on your own. So once it shows you how, it's going to make you actually go back and do it. All right. You can terminate any of these learning aids before they finish if necessary. Once you complete the practice option, it will end and take you back again to your task window area where you can complete the particular task that you're on. Before, however, you can go on to the next question, you must completely finish the previous one. Otherwise, you will not receive points for completing that question. In other words, this top part has to be completed and this one on this particular question. If those two aren't completed together or completely done, then and you go on to the next question by either moving forward or moving backward on these buttons down here, then what will end up happening is you're not going to receive points for that question, or you may only receive partial points. All right. If for some reason that you need to leave a simulation before you've completed all of the questions, for example, this one has questions 1 of 20. So let's say you complete all of question 1, meaning both parts up here, and you want to go on to the question 2, but you realize that you actually need to go and do something real quick and then return, you have the option of save. You can save for later. This will actually take you to another area. I'm sorry, this will actually save your work that you've done before, and then you can come back later and complete starting where you left off. If you don't click the save button, it may start you all the way back from the beginning, and it may not even count the work that you've done, so you may not receive any points for it. if you click the submit button, that will submit. If you've only done 3 out of 20 questions, when you click submit, it's only going to grade those 3 out of the 20 questions, and that's all the points you're going to get, and that will count as one of your attempts. So please make sure you don't submit any of these until I tell you to. If I email you and tell you you need to submit a certain question, then you can hit submit. Other than that, I'm going to tell you, just don't hit submit unless I tell you. Now, you will notice that there are simulations, and then there are simulations exams. This is a simulation, and then the simulation exam is going to test you to see how much of this that you actually retained. So there won't be a save button on the exam, the simulation exams. So I just wanted to note that for you, so that you don't freak out whenever you don't see the save button, because when you sit down for the simulation exams, you actually have to complete those in one setting. So make sure you actually devote time for that. For each of these simulations in its entirety, questions, for example, here 1 through 20, you can do these questions 1 through 20 3 times. You have 3 attempts to finish this particular simulation. Within each simulation are each individual questions, like question 1, question 2, question 3. Well, each one of those individual questions, you have 5 attempts before it moves on to the next question and counts it wrong. Okay, so notice that it displays also the number of attempts right here, so that you know how many you've used up and how many you have left. And sometimes you may experience a simulation telling you that you've performed an incorrect action. Well, what you need to do is make sure that you have completed the steps correctly and that you have typed all of the characters as they are displayed. This includes uppercase and lowercase letters. If it shows it in uppercase, you need to type it in uppercase. If it doesn't, you need to type it in lowercase. If you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that you completed the steps correctly, you may need to reset the question by clicking the reset button. Okay, that's located somewhere on this bar. It's usually above the question. Okay, so you can actually reset the question. If after resetting the question you continue to see the incorrect action notification, exit the browser and log back in. If it continues, please contact me, because there may be something else that we need to look at and contact perhaps the publisher. Alright, so that concludes this video, and more videos will be on the way. So I hope this helps and gets you started. Thanks.